Which isekai anime was the first to come out? Do you know it? In this video I'm gonna talk all about it, and I'm gonna tell you how and why isekai got extremely popular, which specific anime propelled its success extremely, and I'm gonna show you if isekai is still as successful as it was 10 years ago. Okay, for real, every one of us knows the anime that started the whole isekai boom. It's a show that most of us watched, and for many of us it was the first anime they watched in their whole life, for me included, and of course I'm talking about Sword Art Online. The first time watching it was fantastic, I loved it, and because of it I started watching other animes and became a huge fan of all of it. Sword Art Online exploded back then and millions of people watched it. And because of its success, many other publishers started making isekai animes. But there's one more big reason why they started making them. But first, let's talk about the anime that started the whole isekai genre. Aura Battler Dubine. You most likely didn't hear anything about that anime, because I didn't either before I researched it for this video. It all starts with the motorcycle accident, where the protagonist gets isekai'd into another world. There he has a mission to save the whole world. And on top of all that, it's a mecha anime. But in reality, this show is far away from a typical isekai anime. There isn't an overpowered main character, and he doesn't have a harem like so many other isekai protagonists have today. So it is the first isekai show, but it isn't truly the start of the isekai we love and hate nowadays. All these tropes we know isekai loves to use came from a completely other, really successful isekai. And that isekai only got its anime a few years ago, but its web novel was truly influential on the whole isekai genre, just like Sword Art Online was. And I'm talking about Mushoku Tensei. It cannot be understated how influential this was for isekai. Many of the biggest tropes started here, and the big reason for that is it has good written characters, not like the most other isekais out there. But let's stop here and go back to the success of isekai. When you think about isekai, what comes to your mind? For me, it's the overpowered main character that just can do everything. Copy cutter fantasy world that's the same in every isekai, or that it has some kind of gimmick like I was reborn with my smartphone, or I was reborn with a weak power, but after 10 minutes of the show the ability is overpowered. Precisely because it's so simple, so many studios started making them. And you don't need to write a good story for an isekai, you just need to copy the formula and put a gimmick into it, and voila, you have an isekai. Even despite isekai's flaws, I still watch it, and the reason for that is simple. I just want to shut my brain off and watch a comedic power fantasy. And I'm sure many of you love to watch isekais, even though it's just the same thing again and again, with some small changes. But that doesn't mean that all isekais are like that. For example, ReZero is nothing like all the other isekais. Its main character Subaru isn't an overpowered main character. Quite the opposite. He's weak, he has flaws, and despite all of it, he's still a strong hero. And now I thought that after all these years with the hype of isekais, that there must be every season less and less isekais, but I was wrong. The opposite is true. Every season there are more and more isekais. It doesn't seem like it will stop anytime soon. And so I ask myself, what does that mean for the anime industry? And honestly said, I don't know. And so I ask all of you to write me what this will mean for the whole industry. And if you want to know why Subaru is a true hero, click on this video here. Bye.